the Boers were defeated totally in Angola, where there was a combination of the Cubans. There was a combination of Mkhonto Sizwe. There was a combination of the Angolans, the Namibians, and our freedom fighters also trained and also fought there. They don't want you to know those stories, because you must believe that the Boer is invincible. You must not know that they were defeated in Angola and they came to negotiate with the ANC after losing a war. They are not invincible. And after that, after this sabotage that we got soon after our independence, we still went to Congo, where they were trying to divide Congo into 5 little states that will be easier for them to loot. Mugabe went together with Namibia and Angola to defend Congo so that it cannot be divided. It remains one country. Today, Congo is one country because of that. That's why we were put under sanctions. They say we were put under sanctions for land. It was not only land. It was the role we had played in defeating the colonizer in our country with the gun. It's the role we had played in defeating apartheid. It's the role we had played in Congo to keep Congo as one country. It was the role we had played in taking land. They don't want Africans to know that story. That's why Zimbabwe must be a swear word. That's why I shouldn't be able to wear this shirt, so that you don't believe in Zimbabwe, so that you don't believe in yourself. So that you don't believe that there's an African country that has achieved what Marcus Garvey spoke about, to create black banks, to create black companies, to create an army that can defend other African countries and fight imperialism and defeat it. It has happened. Zimbabwe did it. And it's the example you're not supposed to copy. And it's the story you're not supposed to know, so that you don't believe in yourselves. But that is nothing compared to the real thing that Zimbabwe did. Colonization was created by a law that was created by a priest, or the Pope of Europe. Europeans had overpopulated Europe. They had eaten all their animals. They ate their hyenas, they ate their lions, they ate their rabbits, they ate everything. Amakundwane, they ate them. And so they began to fight on their own continent because of hunger. They began to have wars after wars after wars. No animal fights more against itself than the European. When they fight for resources, they depleted those resources. So the Pope said, whoa, guys, we are about to deplete ourselves. So I'm creating a decree, 1453, that you are going to go and you're going to discover new lands. And when you get there, you're going to take those lands, you're going to imprison and enslave the people of those lands into perpetuity, and you're going to make those countries your own. When you get there and they are natives, that land is going to be called terra nullius. No one lives there. You are going to develop it and develop European systems, and only when you've developed a European system can it be said that that land has been discovered. That is discovery law. America is founded on discovery law. It's a colony where they've wiped out the American Indians to settle as Anglo-Saxons to make it their country. It's an illegality. Australia is the same. Canada is the same. New Zealand is the same. And they exist as nations that were conquered and founded on conquest. So when Zimbabwe decides to take its land and say that we are going to give this land to its rightful owners, it was challenging and reversing the law of discovery. It was challenging the existence of America. It was challenging the legality and existence of Australia. It was saying to the native peoples of those lands, this land is yours. And according to the Native Convention of the UN, you are entitled to take back your land, your minerals, and your resources. Zimbabwe ratified that by taking its land, giving it back to its people. Many of you saw something called Gold Mafia last month, when they're telling us that by our people mining our own gold, they're gold mafias. Because that gold is not being taken to the London bullion market. That's nonsense. But that's part and parcel of what it is that Zimbabwe is being punished for. Who are you to take gold and put it into the hands of the poor? Many of us are here because we don't want to work that land, we don't want to dig, we don't want to dynamite, we don't want to take gold, we don't want to take platinum, we don't want to take diamonds out of the ground. But the guys that don't have an education like me, who don't have an opportunity to go where they want to go across the world, they are mining those resources. And daily, millionaires in US dollar terms are being created of uneducated people who came from villages. In the European system that is called communism, when you take factors of production and give everybody a fair chance to grow on those factors of production, it's called communism. Because the poor are not supposed to be given an opportunity to grow, they're supposed to remain slaves. But we've changed that in Zimbabwe. So, why we're getting punished is because we are changing international law and creating a new and just custom of law that restores the humanity of us as black people. It restores property rights to start off with the native and not to start off with the colonizer. It begins to say that anything that they own now that they took before by force is not theirs. And that legal precedence is what they're fighting every day when they've got sanctions on Zimbabwe. Supposed to starve the people, deny them healthcare, deny them education, deny them clean water, deny them any human right so that they can fight their government and remove it by force. It is why when I go onto SABC, they create a rule that I'm not allowed on SABC. Because if I speak and I tell South Africans that the land that they are occupying is yours and the precedent has been ratified in Zimbabwe, you will turn this country upside down. So I can't speak. When I speak, even when they've invited me, my videos have to be taken down. Because I'm teaching you to know who you are, because the Zimbabwean story is your story. So now, we are beginning to fight back. The sanctions are also illegal. Because they say that our government officials are the ones under sanctions and they've been sanctioned because they abuse human rights, but not a single court has ever taken those government